Hello and welcome to Slow Talk Real Life. I'm Mike.
And I'm Abby. We are so happy you are here with us today.
Yes, welcome. In our show today, we are going to talk about a very interesting topic.
That's right. Today's topic is learning something new.
Learning new things. I like that. It sounds exciting.
It is. So let's start with a basic question. Mike, what does it mean to learn something new?
That's a good place to start. For me, it means seeing something for the first time or understanding an idea I did not know before. But you're good at explaining things, Abby. What do you think?
Well, in simple terms, learning something new means getting new knowledge or a new skill.
Knowledge or skill. Okay.
Yes, knowledge is information you learn. For example, learning about history or science is getting new knowledge. A skill is when you learn how to do something. For example, learning how to swim or how to bake a cake is a new skill.
I see. So you can learn facts or you can learn to do actions.
Exactly. Both are types of learning.
So that brings me to my next question. Why is it good for us to learn new things?
This is a very important point. There are many benefits. That word, benefit, means a good thing you get from something.
Okay, benefits, good things. So what are the benefits?
First, learning is very good for our brains. When we learn, our brain works hard. It's like exercise, but for your mind.
Exercise for the mind. I like that idea.
It helps keep your brain healthy and strong even when you get older. Another benefit is that learning makes life more interesting.
Right, so life is not boring. When you learn something new, you have a new thing to think about and a new thing to do.
That's it. It can also help you feel more confident. When you learn to do something you couldn't do before, you feel good about yourself.
Confident. That means you believe in yourself.
Yes, you feel strong and able to do things.
Those are great reasons. So it's good for our brains, it makes life interesting, and it helps us feel confident.
Yes. So, Mike, what are some different kinds of things people can learn? Can you give us some examples?
Of course, there are so many things. An easy example is learning a new language, like all of our listeners are learning English.
That is a perfect example. Hello, listeners.
What else? You could learn to play a musical instrument, like the guitar, or the piano, or the violin.
That's a wonderful skill to have.
You can also learn something practical, something you can use every day. For example, learning how to cook a new type of food, maybe Italian food or Thai food.
Oh, I love that idea. Learning to cook is a skill you can share with your friends and family.
Exactly. Or you could learn a new sport, like swimming or tennis. Or maybe something artistic, like painting or photography.
Right. There are so many possibilities. It really depends on what a person is interested in.
That's true, but sometimes starting is the most difficult part. People want to learn, but they don't know how to begin. Do you have any advice for that, Abby?
I do. That's a great question. I think there are a few simple steps to help you start learning something new.
Okay, let's hear them.
First, choose something you're truly interested in, something you think is fun or exciting. If you like the topic, learning will feel like playing, not like work.
That makes sense. If you like music, you learn guitar. If you like food, you learn to cook.
Exactly. The second step is to find resources to help you learn.
Resources. What do you mean by resources?
Good question. Resources are the things that give you information and help you learn. For example, books are resources. Websites and videos on the internet are great resources. You could also find a teacher or take a class.
Oh, okay. So find things or people that can teach you.
Yes, my third piece of advice is to start small. Don't try to learn everything in one day. It's too much.
Small steps.
Right. If you are learning a language, just learn one new word each day. If you are learning guitar, practice for just 10 or 15 minutes. Small, regular practice is better than one very long practice once a week.
That's very good advice. It feels less scary that way.
It does. And my final tip is to be patient.
Be patient. Can you explain that word, Abby?
Of course, to be patient means you understand that some things take a long time. You don't get angry or sad if you learn slowly. You just keep going, day by day.
So it's okay if you're not perfect on the first day.
It's absolutely okay. Nobody is perfect on the first day. Learning is a journey. The important thing is to enjoy the process.
That's wonderful advice, Abby. But even with the best intentions, people often face challenges when they try to learn something new. It's not always easy.
That's a very important point, Mike. Thank you for saying that. It's true. The path of learning isn't always smooth. What are some of the common challenges you think people face?
Well, I think a big one is time. People are busy, they have work, family, and many other things to do. It can be hard to find time to practice a new skill.
Yes, not having enough time is a very common feeling. But a good solution is to remember that even a little practice is very helpful. You don't need to practice for 2 hours every day. Even 15 minutes can be great. The important thing is to do it regularly. A little bit every day is better than one long practice once a week.
That's good advice. Here's another problem. Sometimes when you're learning, you feel frustrated. That means you feel a little angry or upset because it's difficult. You might want to stop trying, to give up. What can people do then? Taking a break and remembering your why, that's very helpful. What about the fear of making mistakes? I think people are often afraid to try something new because they don't want to look silly or do something wrong.
That is such an important topic. The truth is, mistakes are a necessary part of learning. You cannot learn without them. Think of mistakes not as failures, but as signposts. They show you where you need to improve. Every expert was once a beginner who made many mistakes.
So we should embrace our mistakes, not be afraid of them.
Exactly. Be brave, make mistakes, learn from them. That is the true path to learning something new. It is much better to try and make a mistake than to not try at all. You're welcome, Mike. So, shall we do a quick summary of what we talked about today?
Let's do it. So first, we talked about what learning something new means. It means getting new knowledge or a new skill.
Then we talked about why learning is good for us. It's exercise for the brain, it makes life more interesting, and it helps us feel more confident.
Right. Then we gave examples of things to learn, like a language, cooking, a sport, or an instrument.
And finally, we gave 4 tips for how to start. 1. Choose something you like. 2. Find resources. 3. Start small. And 4. Be patient.
That's a perfect summary, Abby. It was a great conversation.
I agree. I hope it was helpful for everyone listening.
Thank you all for listening to Slow Talk Real Life.
We will be back next time with a new topic. Before we go, we have a question for you. What is something new you want to learn? Think about it. Until next time, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Happy learning.